What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. We don't claim to be the smartest people in the media space. We do have one superpower. It goes like this. We're alive, and we pay attention. And that makes us very, very good at pattern recognition. It makes us sort of Donald Trump historians because we watch every speech, and we listen to the way that Donald Trump talks about certain issues, describes certain people, and it gives us a roadmap for where Donald Trump's going to go. And that's really important if you have an audience and you want to tell them about what's going to happen in the 2024 presidential race. Obviously, Donald Trump is going to win. That's what we thoroughly believe, and we know that one of the biggest decisions that Donald Trump's going to make is who is his vice president. That decision is really important because Donald Trump will have one term in office, and the MAGA movement must continue forward. The America First movement must have a standard bearer. It'd be disastrous to pick another Mike Pence. You can see what a Judas Mike Pence does to the movement. He ran against it in 2024. RIP. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are obsessed with Donald Trump's decision for the vice presidential pick. And our jaws were on the floor, given a brand new media event that just shook us. We were not expecting this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's begin. Our ears perked up about Vivek Ramaswamy when Vivek dropped out of the presidential race and then joined Donald Trump on stage the next day. Donald Trump thusly described Vivek Ramaswamy as perfect. He doesn't do that for most people. In fact, he doesn't really do it for anyone. Why can we say that with authority? Well, because we listen to Donald Trump. We listen to every single speech. We broadcast every single speech, right? We post clips. And we've never really heard Donald Trump say something like this. Have a listen.
A little stuff that she doesn't want to talk about, but she will be under investigation within minutes. And so would Ron have been, but he decided to get out.
So the context here is that he's talking about Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley, and he's ripping into them. Okay? But then Donald Trump goes on, that this is, run-of-the-mill Donald Trump, boilerplate speech stuff. But then Donald Trump goes on to say something very interesting.
He decided to get out. Now, Vivek, I don't think would be at all because he's perfect, right? And Tim's.
So, wait a second. So Donald Trump describes Vivek as perfect. Less than 24 hours earlier, Donald Trump and Vivek were hugging on stage like they were old friends. Like Donald Trump was like a proud coach or father of Vivek's, like a, proud adoptive father of the guy. And the crowd kept chanting something. Donald Trump loved it. See if you can tune in your ears here and have a listen. Look at how happy they are. Look at that. And Donald Trump does the fist pump.
Thank you. Wow, how was that? Pretty good, right? That was pretty good. And he's a fantastic guy. And he's really, he's got something that's very special.
He's got something that's very special. Look at the two of them. Look at this expression. Look at the expression that Vivek has when people start chanting VP at him. And then, of course, Donald Trump joins him in this kind of grandiose, like, smile and embrace. Look at these two. There you go. There you go. And a lot of people looked at that, us included, and said, wow, hot damn. Maybe there's something going on there. Maybe Donald Trump is considering Vivek for vice president, something nobody would have thought about just a month or two ago, even just a week or two ago. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to talk about fuel on the fire, man, we got the flame for you. Check this out. From last night, Donald Trump walked into Mar-a-Lago with Melania. Hasn't been appearing with Melania because there had been a personal crisis and tragedy, and Melania's mother passed away. It was very sad, and she was in the hospital, and Melania's been at her side. So Donald Trump, one, hasn't appeared with Melania regularly at all. But not only does Trump walk in with Melania, Melania's looking beautiful as always, Donald Trump walks in with Melania and Vivek and Apoorva, who's Vivek's wife. They have two beautiful kids together, and they sort of walk in together as like a team. Holy moly, listen to the reception they got, by the way. Is that the ticket? Right there? Looks pretty sharp to me. Looks pretty sharp to me. We listen to the audience and we listen to the energy on this program. And our audience loves Vivek when we put up polls, like Vivek versus Tucker. Like, I really like Tucker too. Vivek wins by double digits against Tucker for what people want as the VP. That's just the people speaking, okay? Speaking of letting people speak, Donald Trump wasn't planning on having Vivek speak, and then he dragged him on stage to talk. There's Donald Trump. Look at him pointing at Vivek, laughing, smiling together. There they go. There you go. Look at like again, Trump dancing, and then he brings up Vivek, like demands that Vivek come up on stage. And then what happened? Have a listen.
So I just see Vivek is here. He's sharp.
Listen to the cheers.
He's happy to get the hell out of the race, I can tell you. And as soon as he got out, he endorsed me, and he's got a tremendous future. He's very young. He's young and he's smart. And Melania and I were just saying, I mean, you don't get sharper than this. And I just said, could you say a few words to the great audience? And ladies and gentlemen, Vivek, please.
This is something else Trump doesn't do regularly, is invite these guys to speak. He'll like honor people at these events, but he never like invites them to speak. So then he mentions Melania and how Melania really likes him. Now, previous reporting was that Melania really liked Tucker. And so that was like a big indicator for Donald Trump as to who he should pick. Obviously, Donald Trump cares a lot about Melania, listens to her. And now he's saying, well, Melania really likes Vivek, to talk about how young he is and how charismatic he is. Let's have a listen.
We're in the middle of a war in this country. And we need a commander-in-chief who is going to lead us to victory in this war. And that man is Donald J. Trump, the next president of the United States of America. If you want to seal the border, say it with me, vote Trump. If you want to actually grow this economy, vote Trump. If you want to fight inflation, vote Trump. If you want to revive our national pride in this country, vote Trump. If you want to send Joe Biden packing home for the next 4 years, vote Trump. If you want to make America great again, vote Trump. That's in your power. Let's make it happen. The 47th President of the United States. May God bless the United States and Donald J. Trump. Thank you all. Vote Trump once. Congratulations. Thank you.
So, a couple things here. One, Trump doesn't normally call people perfect. Two, if you're going to be giving a vice presidential contender frontrunner speech, then you're going to give a speech like that. It's like the perfect speech to give. Donald Trump needs somebody who can be the hype man. Donald Trump needs somebody who can match his energy. Donald Trump needs somebody who will be like the defender of MAGA. And he needs somebody who can take the stage and have the same gravitas. Mike Pence was always a wet blanket, dude. Okay, so some people like Mike Pence, some people hate Mike Pence. A lot of people hate Mike Pence. But have you ever gone to a Mike Pence event and been inspired? Of course not. Like, I saw peak Mike Pence, right? When he was vice president and the ticket was roaring and everything. Like, dude was always lame ass. Okay? White bread. Wet blanket. Like, he wasn't there inspiring anyone. Nobody was like cheering from the rafters, but Vivek is a different animal. And Donald Trump's feeling that energy. Donald Trump needs that energy, quite frankly, because it's good to have somebody who can match your energy now and not subtract from it. This is addition, not subtraction. And so Vivek is up there, okay? And he's being welcomed on stage by Donald Trump. He's being called perfect. It's our job to because we watch all of this stuff, to tell you that is Trump seriously considering him. And the people that we're speaking with in Trump's orbit says no decision's been made, not even close, and that Trump is going through the apprenticeship stage. What you are witnessing is the apprentice in real time right now with Vivek. Articles like these are being written all across the internet. VP speculation explodes when Trump enters Mar-a-Lago with Vivek. You can see here, our tweet was being used in the article. but a lot of people commenting here. That's the ticket. I wonder if Vivek for vice president, VP energy. I hope Trump picks VP Vivek. Vivek as VP would be fire. I hope this is the ticket. Trump Vivek. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, certainly not the first time that people have alluded to Vivek being the vice president. Obviously, this has been something that people have been chatting about for a while. Glenn Beck on the PBD podcast said, this is the only name that Donald Trump is hearing. Now, what I think is interesting about Glenn Beck here is, one, his rationale. Vivek would be a great vice president. He says he'd be great because he's young, he's charismatic, he can carry the torch forward. That's really important. But also, Glenn Beck says, gives like a sort of an internal perspective on what's happening with Trump. Trump says, Vivek's the only name people keep telling me. Which is very important because if you understand the way that Donald Trump does business and makes decisions, he calls people he trusts, he gets their take on things, and then he moves forward based on a group of advisors that are surrounding him that he respects. This is how Trump makes these decisions, right? This has been well written about. This has been obviously well known. And so this is a very, very important, crucial piece when it comes to the vice presidential pick. Check this out.
Donald Trump called me and he said, any advice on who I should pick for vice president?
Oh, really?
Who do you think? Not that he's probably calling everyone.
But that's great that you're on that list.
And so he said, who do you think? And I said, I don't know how you're going to feel about it, but this is the day, I think it was the day he trashed Vivek. And I said, Vivek. And he said, why do you say that? He said, that's the number one response from everybody I've asked that question. And he said, why do you say that? And I said, A, he can defend you. He's right in your pocket. And while you're defending this, he's watching your back defending this. I said, also, I think some of his ideas are really, really good. Yeah. He connects with the youth, which now the latest of 18 to 24-year-olds that voted for Biden, they're not voting for Biden, but they won't vote for Donald Trump yet. So you get that lower vote, the people that are excited about, hey, something fresh and different. And then in 2028, when you can no longer run, you continue for another 8 years, right? And you get the credit for bringing this new, fresh face in. I said, I just think you become legendary.
And what did he say to that?
Well, we'll see.
Okay, so obviously plenty of speculation on the Trump pick. Trump himself has said there's probably a 25% chance it would be a person you know. The person that I think is a very good person, pretty standard. I think people won't be that surprised. I would say there's probably a 25% chance it would be that person. So what does that mean? That means that it's anyone's game. The person that would be well known at the time Donald Trump said this, which was before the New Hampshire primary, would be like a Ben Carson, Kristi Noem, right? Kind of pick. Like those are people that have been in the political zeitgeist for years, decades even. But Trump says there's only 25% chance. Well, what does Vivek say about it? If you ever ask Vivek about this, he's obviously going to demur and say what most rational people say, which is, hey, this is about electing Trump and winning in 2024. Trust me, everyone's asked Vivek about the VP slot. But this was a very interesting quote where Vivek might have let one slip here. He was asked on Fox News about Kamala Harris and about how dumb Kamala is in relation to some of the things that are going on in the country, in the history of the country, and the misunderstanding of our history and race baiting around it. And he goes, well, I really can't wait to debate Kamala Harris. Huh? Record scratch? What? Have a listen.
Biden's not going to be debating, I don't think anyone. But it'd be good just to say, why shouldn't George Washington be banned? If you're going to take all these other names off, all these statues down, why should Washington still be around as any figure we revere, given his slave-holding past?
I'll file that away, Laura, and I'm looking forward to hearing Kamala's answer. I don't expect it to be super coherent, but I'll be sure to face off with her on it.
All right, but she'll repeat the same phrase over and over again. All right, Vivek, great to see you.
So I'll be sure to face off with Kamala Harris on it. I look forward to pressing her on that, why would Vivek be able to debate Kamala Harris if not inside of the vice presidential debate? So that's what comes to our mind. Ding, 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 ding. It's like got the sirens, right? Maybe it's a blessing, maybe it's a curse. It is what it is. We watch every Trump speech and we pay attention to these things. So now you know what we know. And hot damn, Trump walking in with Vivek to the roars at Mar-a-Lago and then inviting him on stage and saying Melania loves him. And we've been talking about the future of the party and letting Vivek then speak. Boy, oh boy. If you were a betting man, that would mean Vivek stock going up here. Going the Tesla route. Right? Bitcoin, whatever. Okay? Now you know what I know. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. And let me know. Vivek for VP in the comment section. I want to hear from you. Vivek for VP? Let me know. See ya.